All right, so it's a beautiful morning, Stephanie. It's good to see you. Are you all right? How has been your weekend? How has been, is it Easter? You did celebrate Easter?
I did celebrate Easter,
You're a
and
Christian.
it was nice. Yes,
Fantastic, Stephanie. So, Stephanie, yes, this morning we are looking into something very fundamental, and this is something that is we're not here to scare anybody, people, but we just want to state facts to prepare our friends, and of course our friends for what's gonna come. Very soon, Stefan, we are going to be seeing things changing at a pace never seen in human history. We have seen the launch of AI. It's been in operation for the past 6 months now, and we have seen the changes that AI has done to the job market. And that's what we are to talk about this particular morning, to prepare our friends and those that are in the jobs and different career paths to understand that AI is here to stay and it's here to take away a lot of jobs, a lot of jobs. So this is why we want to explain briefly to our audience the impact of AI on the job market. So this morning, Stefan, we are going to look into the types of jobs and careers that are going to be wiped out by AI. And I think that that's pretty fantastic, Stephanie, partly because we have seen the change, all right. Over the years, we have seen the change in the use of technology in many industries. But this one is a bit different, Stephanie, partly because it affects almost everyone. That's why the problem is coming in. Almost everyone is extremely affected. So, guys, as we get into it this particular morning, we want to explain what AI is and, of course, the impact it's going to have on the job market. So, I want to hear your thoughts, Stephanie. You've heard of AI, right?
I have heard of AI, artificial intelligence.
Yes.
Yes, I've heard of.
What comes to your mind? What have you noted? Just from your personal perspective, what have you noticed about AI? What have you seen? What is the change you've seen? Is there something you can point? To say, no, I've seen this thing happening in the job market.
I think one thing I've seen is it really being easy to actually use, especially when it comes to business. Well, what, Mr. Lusambo, just before we continue, I think
Yes.
I don't see our live video on Facebook. Is anyone able to see us on Facebook?
All right. Fantastic. So, guys, give us a comment if you can see us on social media. We are. Yeah. Okay. It looks like. All right. Okay. Let's go back and see. Okay. Yes. It appears the feed was not distributed to the other page, but now it's added. Tell me if you can see the feed. Guys, tell us if you can see us. I think people can see us, Stefan, now because I see comments coming through. But yeah, yes, fantastic. So, okay, yeah, I've seen it. It's popped up. Now it's available and it's
Okay.
our friends can see us. Fantastic. You've done well. You've done well. I did not see that it was not sent to the other feed. Fantastic. That's great. So, guys, a good morning to all of you. And we are discussing all things AI. I was just asking Stephanie what you've seen in terms of AI, just your personal experience. As this is this something you've been able to think about, or you're not paying attention to it? What do you think, Stephanie? Is this something you're thinking about, or you've just not paid attention to AI?
I think we've had several conversations on the AI, especially on our technical conversations in terms of technology, and we've been able to appreciate the AI, artificial intelligence. Online, talk about online. I talk about online payment and stuff like that. Talk about feedback, for instance. Talk about feedback, for instance. I know that you could actually use AI to get or give feedback to people, whether you're available or not. So I think for me, I've appreciated the use of AI in business. And it's true when you say very soon jobs will be wiped out.
Yes. So tonight, this morning, we want to explain what AI is for a layman to understand. and also to just give a brief description of what this thing is and what to expect. A lot of people are in the dark, Stephanie. They have no idea what is coming. But no, we have seen it. All of us know, and there's anxiety and fear among professionals of all sorts, because all of us now in the job market, it doesn't matter how many degrees you have, your job has been threatened in one way or the other by AI. And that's what we had to talk about this morning, to give a clear overview. What career should you avoid going forward? What jobs must you be focusing on going forward? And of course, what skills do you need to develop for you to survive, of course, the job market? Because it's not going to be easy for a lot of people, Stefan. People will lose jobs. And that's not to scare anybody, but to simply make you prepare for what is coming. So now let's get into it. Sometimes when you think of AI, I asked some people a few days ago just to know what people
Robots.
think of AI.
Mm.
Yes, people were telling me AI. Some people were saying robots. Others were saying, isn't it a software? All right. So in Africa, we have not yet appreciated what this thing is. All right. In Africa, we are still behind. We have not yet appreciated the power of AI and what AI is gonna do in the job market. We've not really come to appreciate that much in Africa. I think we are still a bit behind in Africa. All right. We are not appreciating this the way it should be appreciated. But now I want us to just get started, Stephanie, from the basic definition of the word AI. Like you said earlier, guys, AI is artificial intelligence. All right. Now, AI refers to the ability of machines to perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence. Now, that's a very important statement, people. Okay. The difference between human beings and machines is that human beings can think. All right. Machines can't think. This time around, there's a huge difference between a human being and this kind of machine. This is an improved version of a machine that is able to make strategic decisions the same way a human being would. So AI refers to the ability of machines to perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision making, and language translation. Now, guys, don't be scared. AI is different from traditional software because it is designed to learn and improve over time based on data inputs and algorithms. So what happens that if I use AI, for example, the technology is able to learn from me based on the data inputs I feed it, so that it can make improved decisions in the future. So this is going to be a much more smarter software than a human being. Now, you are going to understand the difference between AI and other softwares, because other softwares are called now traditional softwares. These ones are typically programmed to perform specific tasks according to a set, predefined rules and instructions. For example, you can prepare a bank transfer, automate it. Nobody cares. Excel, Word, those are programmed tasks. AI is different. AI is more flexible and adaptable than traditional softwares because it allows itself to perform more complex and nuanced tasks. There are things that a human being would otherwise think about a long time. What should I do? How can I make it? AI can do that. But however, AI also requires significant computing power and data inputs to function, effectively, which can be challenging for some applications, of course. But what we are trying to say here is that AI is going to be more smarter than a human being. Right now, Stephanie, if you tell AI, say, AI, write for me a book of 500 pages, AI will do it in seconds. Now, people had to do typing, typists, writers, their jobs have been wiped out. We can't even begin to discuss writing books now because AI has taken over that particular area. If you're a writer, you are an author, you write books and stuff like that, baby, you are out of business. I can simply tell AI right now and say, AI, write for me a book, 500 words right now. Within 10 seconds, the book, that thing will be done. Just like that. So AI is taking over the job market. Now, this is why we're saying, what skills, what jobs must you avoid? If you're going to go to college or if you're in employment right now, what must you do for you to survive, what is coming? And this is why it makes more sense, all right? We first have to appreciate the impact of AI on the job market for us to be able to carry out remedial actions, all right? We must appreciate the impact. Because we have seen that companies worldwide are adopting this technology. They are creating new roles that require expertise in areas such as data analysis, machine learning, and programming. This is the future. Accountants like myself will soon be not be useful. Already we have
Mm.
Bitcoin. Bitcoin is able to audit itself. It has never made a mistake for the past 11 years. There's not been a forced transaction on Bitcoin. That system audits itself, does all the accounting work on its own. All right. So even the people like us accountants, we are all threatened. So now if you think about the future, now we are saying if you're gonna go and do a career, Stephanie, of course, think about data analysis, machine learning, and programming. These roles, of course, require a different skill set that traditional jobs, which means that workers will need to, you have to reskill someone, Stephanie. You're supposed to upskill someone for you to stay competitive in the job market, because nobody's gonna want to hire you simply because you can talk. All right. Nowadays, if they need a presenter, they can put a robot to host a show. So the way you and me are talking now, very soon it will be a robot, all right? An artificial robot that can talk, give gestures, explain things, and then we are just watching and seated, listening to the information. So easy, all right? So it is important for us to know about the impact of AI on the job market, because it affects everyone, from individuals to businesses and entire industries. All of us are affected. So workers who are in jobs that are at risk of being automated need to be aware of the changes ahead, so that maybe they can prepare for the new job opportunities that are going to come with AI, right? Now, businesses, Stephanie, make no mistake, they need to be aware also of the impact of AI on their industries, so that they can also adapt and remain competitive. So everyone is now the scramble for AI now, So governments also need to be aware of the impact of AI on the job market, so that they can also develop policies and programs to support workers who are impacted by automation. A lot of things are going to be automated. It is happening all over the world, and just a matter of time, it will be here, and it is here already. I was having a meeting with one of the bank officials last week, and he told me that they are working on how they can reduce labor in banks, because now, just the way it is in Dubai, you walk into a bank, you find two robots, they do everything, all right, for you. Those robots have been fed with information about the bank, all transactions, everything. You just go there, everything's done. You want to meet human beings, tellers at the till, those people are long gone. So there's this risk. All right. So the overall impact of AI on the job market, Stefan, is significant and far-reaching than we possibly can imagine. This is why it's important for everyone to be aware of these changes, so that they can prepare for the future, all right, and take advantage of new job opportunities that arise. AI right now, Stefan, is already having a significant impact on a number of industries. And this impact is likely to increase in the coming years. This is just 6 months of AI in operation. For example, the GPT, ChatGPT, just 6 months, Stephanie, and we are seeing significant changes in the job market. What's going to happen the next year? 2 years. What's going to happen in 2 years' time? Right? And let me just give you some examples of industries that are likely to be impacted the most by AI. The most. In the past, we'll say, you know what, when you're a nurse, you are a medical personnel, you are safe. No, you're no longer safe. Healthcare is number one of those industries that are going to be impacted by AI. Because AI has the potential to revolutionize healthcare by improving medical diagnosis and treatment plans. It's going to enable personalized medicines and streamlining administrative tasks. So if you're a doctor, now when you go to a clinic, Stephanie, you find a doctor or a clinical officer, they ask you, how are you feeling? Say, no, I feel something is paining at my back. I didn't sleep well last night. No, I feel dizzy. The robot will scan you. They don't have to stress to ask you, how are you feeling, Stefano? The robot has been designed to analyze. The same one we do, if you've done, what scan is this when you have some growth? What is this scan? CT scan. The same way we go and scan, we pay those money. Now it's going to be a robot. When you get the medical facility, the first thing you see is a robot that will come to and scans you everything already before you begin to talk. So now health personnel, their jobs are threatened, because now we won't need a lot of doctors, a lot of nurses. We don't need those people, because robots will be doing those jobs. And that's a risk. So whether you're a doctor, you are a nurse, whatever it is that you are not safe. All right, you need to make sure that you come and follow the trends. Now, think of it this way, Stefan. If doctors and nurses are at risk of being wiped out of the industry, think about lower jobs. Number two
Mm.
industry to be affected, apart from the medical industry, number two is finance. People like myself, accountants, we are going to be kicked out of the market very soon. Doctors, accountants out of business because AI can be used to analyze vast amounts of financial data and improve trading strategies, Stephanie. Fraud detection, risk management. Now I do risk management for my clients. All right. It takes me
Mm.
a bit of some time to do a risk management. A robot will do it in seconds. Feed it with data, is going to analyze, make projections, and point out issues almost instantly. You don't need an accountant for that to take you 1 week. You need the robot to take you
Mm.
seconds. So people like myself, accountants, we are all certain because now we have blockchain, data analytics. Have you seen AI on the scene? So accountants, doctors, all of us are being wiped out by AI. It's just a matter of months. All these people will be long gone. So it's important as you are taking out careers, you understand. So what can I do to survive? Does that mean all jobs will be lost? No, there's hope. I'm going to come back to what you can do if you're a medical personnel, if you're an accountant, if you're a teacher, what can you do? Third industry to be impacted the most. Industry number three is transportation industry. We have seen it in Dubai. We have seen it in the UN, all right, is transforming the transportation industry. You know what has happened? There are these cars which are self-driven. Self-driven cars. You don't need a driver to drive, to ship, to move a truck from point A to point Z. We have trucks and trailers that drive themselves because of AI. In real time, you can simply feed it with a location. The truck will drive itself. It will go and open, offload, and then come back without having to employ a driver. And these ones are more effective. They are more efficient than a human being. There's no room for error. Have you seen? So we have these self-driving cars, which are optimizing logistics and supply chain management and improving traffic flow. These are much more efficient in terms of traffic flow because they can scan miles away how cars are coming. So medical health, number one. Number two, finance. Number three, transportation. Number four, industry to be impacted. People in manufacturing industries. Guys, these guys are going to
I think we've
be long gone
lost you.
before you know it.
Okay. Yeah.
Number four is manufacturing industry. I think unfortunately I've connected my phone to my laptop, and there's some guy calling me. I've told him you can't call me. He keeps on texting me. When you cut, he's calling back. Some people don't understand. So what we have is number four is manufacturing. All right, manufacturing industry. People that are in manufacturing, Stephanie, are at risk of being wiped out because AI is being used to optimize production processes. It's being used to improve quality control and reduce downtime in manufacturing plants. Now, if you have a conveyor belt, you have some guy, pressing a button on the motor to run fast or to do what. Those guys are going to be long gone because now robots can do that more effectively and more efficient. All right. So AI is being used to optimize production process to make it shorter, quicker, and better. So AI is taking over. If you work in ShopRite, Pick and Pay, whatever that retail, people in retail industry is going to be affected as well big time. Why? Because AI now is being used to personalize shopping experiences, optimizing inventory management systems, and of course improving supply chain efficiency. So AI can simply know what's missing in the stores quickly. You don't have to have that guy who goes in ShopRite with a book and a pen ticking, okay, how many things are here? Okay, this shelf we have, that guys will be long gone. Because AI can do that quickly, can optimize inventory management and improve supply chain efficiency. It can send on a timely basis how inventories are moving from the store to the supplier, so the supplier can know what time to supply things. No need for you to call the supplier and say, no, I think now it's reorder level. Can you send us items? We are now running out of tissue. No. The supplier will know in real time when inventories are being purchased. And it is happening in Zambia. It's not just very much improved, but it's going to be very much improved with AI. Number six industry is education, Stefan. Teachers. Guys, you're not spared. People in education, AI has the potential to transform the way education is delivered. How? because it's being used to enable what is called personalized learning, automating what is called admin tasks, and of course improving student outcomes. Right about now, Stefan, we are here. You are there where you are. We're not in the same location. We're able to interact properly. We're able to discuss and stuff like that. But now, what I'm telling you, I can simply do it and feed the robot, and the robot can be on camera, all right, and can be talking to people. Like I saw yesterday when I was doing a bit of some research, I saw a robot that can be you can manufacture as many artificial characters as possible and feed with information to present to students in real time. You don't have to be there to teach. A robot can do that for you now. Because what students need is not you. They need information. So if the students can ask a question and the robot can respond, then they are good. Why do they need you? So the same robot can be fed with different courses. It could be accounting, math, biology, science, whatever it is. One robot, and it can efficiently explain things to students, and they can ask questions. It can answer every possible question that the student can ask. Why do you need a teacher for that? If you can just have one robot to do all the courses, why would you need a teacher? So teaching also is being affected by the coming of AI. I think these are some of the things the Bible talks about. In the last days, knowledge will increase. What we are seeing. How about people in agriculture? They are not spared as well. Why? Because AI, Stefan, is being used to optimize crop yields, monitor soil health, and reduce what is called waste in the agricultural industry. Now we have systems. If you go in the field, Stefan, you simply get a phone and scan a plant. It's going to tell you what the problem is. Is there too much sun? Is there less water? What type of soil is it? What manure is needed? The software can tell you the problems, the soil conditions, what's happening, what should you do about it. The software can tell you. So this is why we said, in order for us to appreciate how AI is going to transform the industry, first of all, we must be able to see how this is impacting the job market so that we can understand when we say, let's put forth measures to help us survive. So now that we've explained a few industries, Stephanie, all right? We've explained a few industries that are going to be impacted by AI. And I must mention, these are just a few examples, all right? In reality, almost every industry will be touched by AI in some way. In reality, almost every industry will be touched. Because AI has the potential to improve efficiency, reduce costs, and enhance decision-making across all sectors anywhere in the world. All right? So now the question is, for people like you and me, who are going to be, who have our jobs threatened by AI, what must we do? So I must mention to you, Stephanie, that with the increasing adoption of AI in different companies, right, and automations for different companies and industries, there's something that all of us can do to survive. All right, partly because there's one thing I noticed: we are not being replaced by AI. No, AI is not replacing human beings. We are being replaced by a guy who is using AI. Have you seen? So if you are going to survive in your teaching business, if you're going to survive in your medical business, if you're going to survive in your presentation business, learn how to use AI. That's how you stay up. That's how you stay competitive. That's how you stay in front. So the guy who will replace you, Stephanie, is the guy who knows how to use AI. Because that robot, even the AI system, needs information, someone to feed it with data, to do data analytics. You need a guy to do that. Have you seen? So that means there will be need for all of us to reskill and upskill. Because reskilling and upskilling have become very crucial, Stefan, for individuals to prepare for new job opportunities. All right? If you're going to stay relevant on the market, you need to reskill and you need to upskill. Now, I'm going to give you some reasons why reskilling and upskilling are important in the age of AI, especially now. Number one, why should you upskill or reskill? When you say reskill, we're not saying throw away your degree. No. We are saying, can you learn something that's going to support your degree? For example, if I'm an accountant, how do I reskill? I need to go and, for example, I do data analytics. I do blockchain. I do, AI. I understand these things how they operate so that I can add value to my accountant's profession so that I stay relevant. Because now there will be no need for doing traditional accounting work, like clerks. No need for clerks. Don't need a clerk now. A clerk will not be needed because of AI. You have some guy doing bank reconciliation as an assistant accountant. You don't need that guy. He's wasting money and time. He's slow. AI will do that reconciliation very fast. So job displacement is one of the reasons why you must reskill and upskill. Like we said earlier, Stefan, AI automation are likely to displace many jobs, especially those that involve routine and repetitive tasks. Like I said, people that clerk, office orderers, such kind of stuff. We don't need those guys now. But again, we must make mention here, Stefan, that these technologies will also create new jobs. All right, they are not here to take away jobs completely. They are also here to create new jobs. The same jobs will always be there. The same accounting work will be required all the time. The only difference is how accounting work are being done. Health personnel are going to be there. We need people to treat other people. But the difference will be in the way the treatment will be administered. Have you seen? So the thing is, if you're going to be relevant in the job market, can you reskill and upskill so that you can from doing a digital, an analog growth to a digital? Like what happened is NBC. They were analog for years, and then they became digital. Have you seen? So you do the same thing you've always done, on that this time around you do it differently. So those who don't want to learn new skills, to do more relevant courses, for example, data analysis, right? Blockchain for those in accountants, even AI itself, those are going to be kicked out of jobs by somebody who knows how to do that. So now the employers will need somebody who can do that, not somebody who can simply write things in the books. No. So job displacement, that means there will be difference in the way jobs are being delivered. Number two, why you should upskill or reskill. There's increased demand now, Stefan, for technical skills. We have to be honest. With the coming of AI, we need more technical skills, all right? Because there's an increase in demand for technical such as programming. We need programmers more. Data analysis, we need that one more, and machine learning. Because now there'll be too many machines doing a lot of jobs. So you need a guy who can feed the machine with information, a guy who can control the machine, not a guy who can just do a traditional work. No, we need a guy who knows how to do data analysis, a guy who knows how to do machine programming, a guy who can do ABCD. Those are people we need. So the skilling and upskilling can help individuals acquire these skills and increase their employability. Because truth be told, if you're a clerk and don't want to learn how to use AI, man, you're out of business. Nobody's going to employ you. Why should I pay you? You're spending 30 days to do a simple task. AI can do it for me in seconds. Right now, if you want to cut a video, Stefan, and just say, cut for me a video between 1 hour 30 and 2 hours. In seconds, the video is cut and cropped and pasted and sent to me. In seconds. I don't have to stress cutting my video. No, I don't have to stress editing my audio. AI does it for me. Which location? But I just click. It removes noise cancellation, everything. Almost instantly. So all those people that are doing sound engineers, all those are threatened. Video editors, all those are threatened. So there's need to do reskill and upskill so that you can now learn how to do all those sound engineering, video editing using a much more advanced technology. But again, why you should do upskill? There's going to be improved job performance with the coming of AI. Because AI, Stephanie, and automation can also enhance job performance by automating routine tasks and providing insight that enable better decision making. For example, if you are an accounts clerk, all right, sometimes you make a mistake. You may enter the same transaction twice. AI can't make that mistake. It can't. It can't enter the same transaction twice, just once. No errors of transposition, nothing. So there's going to be more efficiency, more accuracy in the way jobs are being done. So because of improved performance, efficiency, and accuracy, you need to learn how to use these technologies for you to survive. But again, even most importantly, career advancement, Stefan. The skilling and upskilling can also help you to advance your career by acquiring new skills and knowledge that enable you to take more challenging roles and responsibilities in the AI era. Because if you don't learn, you don't go and learn data analysis. If you're an accountant, for example, data analysis, analytics, blockchain, AI, you don't learn these things, many out of business. because we need an accountant who's more advanced, a hybrid accountant, somebody who's able to do things almost almost instantaneously at the same time you're doing different things, simultaneously multitasking using these technologies. But again, there's what is called future proofing, partly because as AI and automations continue to evolve, new job roles and opportunities what we emerge. So reskill and upskill can help you to stay up to date with these changes and prepare for future job opportunities. Because now in the future, if we need to employ a CEO, we won't having somebody called no CEO, no. Maybe we're having chief technology officer, whatever, something like that. There is going to be more job to technology. We need people who can use technology more than people can just think and give you ideas. AI can be fed with information and it can help you to determine possible outcomes, possible decisions that are much more accurate and much more predictable than a human being. Because if you're a CEO, you're being employed to think. Now we have a machine that can think better than you. So why should we hire you as our CEO if you can't use this technology? So we need somebody who can use this technology so that it can benefit the company. So that's where we are going. So in summary, Stephanie, reskilling and upskilling, these are important in the age of AI because they can help individuals to prepare for new job opportunities, acquire technical skills, improve job performance, advance their careers, and future-proof themselves in a rapid changing job market. So those are some of the issues that we have to think about. So as AI is taking over the job market, people don't be scared, okay? Think of ways you can improve yourself. This is why we said you have to keep learning. You have to keep it. Those who don't learn will be out of business. AI has come and AI has come to stay. All right. So those are some of the few points I thought you should share, Stephanie, about AI and that's going to have an impact on the job market and different industries. But also, it would be nicer to. I want to hear your views, Stephanie. What do you think about these issues we've discussed so far?
I think, firstly, like you said, our goal is not to scare people out or to alarm the situation. Really, we're just trying to let them know what's going to come or what's already on the ground. Although we've not really seen it that much in Africa, artificial intelligence is superlative and certain tasks, but only that if we think in terms of training data, although the AI system really cannot innovate and create. So businesses will still rely on human beings for fresh ideas. And I'm glad it is fresh ideas, which, like you said, we need to continue learning and investing more. So people don't want to spend money anyhow going forward. So they want people that have learned. So it's not coming to replace human beings because obviously talk about emotions as well. I think human beings compared to robots are able to appeal emotionally to each other. So obviously the robots will also depend on human beings in terms of emotions. So you think of creative ideas of how to help and stay in the business, for instance. You talked about the health sector and this AI system. Let's say the robots work with electricity. We still need human beings. The brighter side. So we still need human beings then. So of course, I think my take is we're not getting scared. We're just getting better and being digital. It's gonna be easy. Look, I've seen ChatGPT. You said, yeah, which is actually good. It was able to make me the business proposal I needed to write somewhere, and all I did was make me a business proposal. It's amazing. It was made. I think every computer now has that. If you have an advanced computer, it was amazing. It made that, and so when I think about it, really, most jobs will be threatened. So you need to stay in the business, do better, make good ideas.
Indeed. So guys, like we are saying, Stephanie, we have to keep learning people. Doesn't matter what degree you have. Doesn't matter whether your boss likes you, doesn't like you. One or the other, your job is threatened. Like I said, AI is not here to replace human beings. AI will make us be replaced by people using AI. So what will replace you is not AI. What will replace your job is somebody who knows how to use AI. So how do you keep your job? Learn how to use AI. Because whether you like it or not, whether you're happy about it or not, one or the other, if you don't learn how to use AI, believe it or not, you'll be out of your job before you know it. It's very soon. We have seen millions of jobs, Stephanie, that have been lost in the transport industry, in the health sector, in the banks, accounting professionals. Different people are becoming irrelevant. So who is replacing these people? It is somebody who knows how to use AI. For example, if you're an accountant, you want to think about data analytics. You want to think about blockchain. You want to think about artificial intelligence, because these are the things you're going to need as an accountant to make informed decisions in the future. Now, as a chartered accountant, I am a strategist, because we are wired to become business leaders as chartered accountants. We are wired to make strategic decisions for entities. But now there's artificial intelligence that can do that in seconds. Have you seen? So why should my company keep me? If they need me to make a decision that the same way a machine can make, why should they pay me more when they can just pay once for a machine and forget? Have you seen? So what will make me stay relevant is for me to learn how to use artificial intelligence. Because if I don't learn, they're going to bring someone else who knows how to use it. That's the thing. So whether you're a teacher, you should know how to use AI. Like I said, if you have one robot and you feed that robot with about 10 different courses, it will teach all the students, it will lecture all the students, all the courses can be fed. Student to ask questions, it will respond. Just one robot. You don't need 100 lectures in the university now, just need a robot to lecture all those people. Maybe you can station 10 robots in each class. This robot one in this class, that class, that class, that class. And then, period. You stop paying salaries to people. All you do is simply pay guys to maintain those things. People who also know how to maintain those robotics. Have you seen? So whether you're a teacher, your job is threatened. Whether you're a doctor, for example, like I said, now when you go to the hospital, you have to ask a medical personnel, a clinical officer, what are you feeling? Explain, no, my head is spinning. I feel like I'm about to do a somersault, you know? This guy begins to wonder, what makes someone do a somersault? He begins to wonder, what did you eat? Is there anybody who has sugar in your family? Is there anybody who does this in your family? Is there anybody who gets mad when they're upset in your family? Is there anybody who's, they're asking these questions at the clinic. But the robot will not ask those questions. When you sit on a chair, the chair itself is robotic. It is scanning your emotions. The robot is scanning you, how you're feeling, what could be wrong in your system, and then issues a report, a comprehensive report about your medical status. So you see the difference there. A doctor is taking so much time to understand what's going on, gets a thermometer, puts in his chest, sometimes then get the heartbeat. He says, but I can hear the heart pumps like it's about to come out of the chest. The robot won't do that. The robot will simply scan you in seconds, gives a report, and prescribes the most suitable treatment for you. A doctor can give you a drug. I've seen somebody die because the doctor gave them a drug without realizing there was a certain condition that does not require that kind of a drug. A robot will not make such kind of mistakes, because to scan you almost instantly, to know your medical conditions almost instantly, and then give a report. All right. So now maybe we can hear from our viewers, guys. What do you think about AI? Or have you tried AI or ChatGPT? Or what is your take on this issue, people? All right. And I would like to hear some phone calls from people. What has been your experience with AI? What have you learned so far about AI? All right. Because even just in military, Stephanie, soldiers, they are being wiped out. Nowadays, we have drones. When people are fighting, they will just send a drone to go and shoot, and the drone comes back. No need to risk human life in war. Have you seen? So almost every sector is going to be affected by AI. But then I would like to hear from your audience. What have you learned so far from the coming of AI, ChatGPT, and this kind of stuff? Tell us what you think, and we'll be happy to hear from you. Maybe Stephanie can also tell them that number, people that those who want to call. We have those regular callers who call us all the time. Maybe they want to tell us what they think. What questions do you have about AI? We have 10 minutes before we can conclude, so we can now interact. Do you have some questions for us? What question do you have for us? Do you want to call us? How should you survive? What job are you into? What course can you do to remain competitive? So give us those calls. Stephanie, maybe tell them the number to call, and those who need to ask through comments, you can ask through comments. We'll be happy to respond.
Do call us on the number 0771616 That's 0771616 6290, and we'll be more than happy to respond to your questions as well as comments in the comment section. Send us those questions. So, Mr. Lusambo, I do have a question for you.
Yes.
And my question is so, should we be happy about AI? Should we embrace it?
Yes, I think we should be happy about AI, Stefan. You just told me a few seconds ago that you wanted to write a proposal and AI did it for you. Isn't that beautiful, Stefan?
It
Should you be
was.
sad? Yeah. AI makes work
Yeah, I
easier.
should be. I should have given somebody 300 kwacha to do it
But you
for
did it in
me.
seconds. Have you seen? In just a matter of seconds, you got your proposal. Have you seen? So AI is a beautiful thing, people. It's not here to make you irrelevant. It is here to remind you that it's important to keep learning. If you don't learn, believe it or not, you'll be kicked out of your job. That's why you need to now learn. So if you have a question for us, give us a call. We want to hear from you. There's a question from Daniel. Daniel says, how can I survive in the accounting world with the coming of AI? Like I said, Daniel, I'm also in the accounting world like yourself. And as you know, I don't know what kind of accounting you've done, but regardless of what you have done, I hope you are a chartered accountant. If you are just a regular accountant, you are much more at risk because you do a lot of bookkeeping. So in the accounting field, how do you survive? You have to learn data analytics. That's the future. You have to learn the blockchain. That's the future. You have to learn artificial intelligence. That's the future. That's the only way you're going to remain competitive. If you don't learn these three things as an accountant, you'll be out of business before you know it. All right. Do you know why? I just gave an example, Stefan, that look at the blockchains and how things happen on bitcoins. That system for the past 11 years, it has never made a single wrong transactions for over 11 years. It's worked effectively. It audits itself. It never makes a mistake. It does all the accounting work, all the transactions on its own without a human being for over 11 years. Now we have AI coming on board. As an accountant, you can't be doing bookkeeping, whatever it is. No, you need to learn data analytics. You need to learn artificial intelligence. You need to learn blockchain. That's the only way you're going to survive as an accountant. Okay. There's a question again there, Stephanie, from Sandra. Those on radio can call us on the number 0771 616290, 0771 616290.
I'm laughing at Sandy. Sandy says, does Chat GPT bring plagiarism issues for assignments?
Yes, it does. It does. Because know what this one does. If you're in Lusaka, you ask a question in Chat GPT. Chat GPT will give you the same answer to give someone in the cover belt. So the lecturer can know that these answers are similar. The English is similar. Where are these guys getting these answers from? Because it's the same system you are using all of you to get the same answers. So that's a possibility. That's a possibility. Maybe there will be some variations because of the way you're coming out. Maybe they ask the questions. But a smart lecturer would know that there's something going on here because the paragraphing, the write-ups and stuff, you can know people can't even speak better, who can't even write properly. Nowadays, when they write, you are shocked. Who wrote for them? It's AI. AI can write a book for you without you having to hire an editor to do it for you. Yeah, so that's very true. Any other question?
This one says, good morning, Shadrach and Stephanie. How does one survive in the transportation business with AI?
That's a beautiful question, Kelvin. That's a beautiful question. And we hope that somebody can call us from radio. Our regular listeners, do give us a call 0771 616290. How do you survive in the transportation industry? Now, let me tell you something here, Kelvin. AI is taking over the transportation industry. And like we said earlier, we said people in the transportation industry now, instead of hiring a driver, all right, a driver who can make a lot of accidents along the road, hit into people, these self-driven cars are much more improved. They make much more better decisions on the road than a human being. So AI is going to wipe out the use of drivers on the road. But remember, while a physical driver is being wiped out, they are employing some guy in the control room to run that truck as it moves. Have you seen what's happening? So how do you survive? You have to learn how to use this technology to be some guy who's going to be running that truck in the control room. Because for AI to work, it needs a human being to feed it with data, to enter those inputs. Have you seen? So when you're a driver, you've seen things are coming up. They are self-driven cars. You don't need a driver. If you're a taxi, simply call a taxi company. They send a vehicle without a driver. Simply sit. The vehicle drives me where I'm going. Have you seen? So there's going to be need to have a guy in the control room to be putting inputs, to be feeding the system. Oh, there's a client at in Rhodes Park, plot number 5. He wants to go to Kabulonga. Go and pick him up. The car starts, goes, picks up the guy, goes to Kabulonga. There's a guy in the control room. That's what you need to learn. Have you seen? Yeah, we hope we've answered that question, Stefan. Yeah.
I think we have. Do send us those messages on 097. In fact, use 0771616 and of course you could give us maybe just one call, and looking at the minutes that we have.
Yeah, but, so Sandra is saying I have used ChatGPT. It's awesome. Just need to understand how to keep data safe on it. You know, the ChatGPT, of course, it has got its own issues. I saw Elon Musk as one of he also complained about it. Several other people. Actually, experts have said the one who's going to run the world is the one who's going to be ahead in AI. So all of them are still scrambling because now what is happening with AI? AI is using historical data, Stefan. They're not using the future information. They're using historical data. Now, in the next 1 year or 2 years, AI will begin to use real-time information. That will be a game changer. Once it begins to use real-time information, to be a game changer. So for now, we are seeing the amazing work it's doing because of historical data. Now, imagine if it's not using data in the real world, in real time. If that was granted, imagine what AI can do. It actually says what a human being can do, I can do 10 times better. That's what AI does. What you can do 10 times better. Write a proposal, 30 seconds is done. You could have taken 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Maybe you could have taken a day. I see people taking the whole day to write a proposal. AI, seconds is done. Yeah. So guys, we appreciate your comments. If there's any other question, we'll be happy to pick it up. Remember, you're not being replaced by AI. You're being replaced by a guy using AI. That's the point. So be that guy who is using AI. That's the point, people, you have to take. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Be the guy using AI. All of us are learning. All of us are taking up courses to help us know how to use AI, how to use, data, how to do data analytics, all those things, blockchains. Be the guy who's doing those things. Be that guy. Don't stay and wait for change to come and consume you. If you don't change, you'll be a victim of change. All right? So takola tiyo na lisambirira na liye ku university, you have to learn.
We do have a call.
Yes,
hello.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
My name is Modi. I just wanted to comment on what you had mentioned earlier about creativity and AI. And just also to agree with Mr. Lusambo in terms of upskilling. So when we talk about AI being creative and the like, to say we need human interaction and the like, I think when we marry that with machine learning and the issue of also augmented reality and all the other stuff, we get to understand that, as Mr. Lusambo has highlighted, in the next 1 or 2 years, we are seeing machines that are able to learn and be creative on their own. They don't need human input and the like. And so that is now the danger that is coming into the tech world, where the tech developers are debating, should we continue building the AI systems or not? Because when you look further into the future, you see machines that are able to think on their own without really having some human effort. And so just to come back to our topic, we just need to ensure that within our industry, we master that which is being, that is changing, and how best we can adapt. Those of us in the accounting sector, of course, data analytics is key. For those that are in medicine, you need to look at also studying telemedicine and the like, and agriculture and all those things. So AI is a good thing. It's a necessary evil. Of course, a lot of jobs are going to be lost, but also a lot more are going to be created because it is going to free up certain spaces while creating others. So it's not necessarily that we're going into an area where there's going to be no jobs. It's just an evolution of the job market.
Yeah.
Like we had the Stone Age, the Iron Age, the Information Age, and the like. It is just an evolution in the job market. Jobs will be lost and jobs will be created. So it shouldn't be something we should be scared of. It's just something that we should be able to adopt and see how best we can work together.
Thank you for that comment. I wish we did have the time to respond.
Fantastic.
It was a good conclusion.
Just a second. It was a very good comment. And what I like about what Mr. Modi is saying, so what we said earlier, Stephanie, that now AI is using historical data. Going in the future, these machines will learn on their own from human beings. Now there will be no need for human beings to input data because now machines will be able to think on their own without having to involve a human being. That's a very important point Mr. Modi has raised, and I think that's what we should think about. I wish we could go on, but we have run out of time, people. Thank you so much for joining us.
Time does not seem to be our best ally. Thank you very much. Until next week, it's bye for now.